Well, I just woke up from apparently a nap. I don't know how long my nap was. It's now 2010. So I guess this hammock wins the napping approval. It was a nice nap. I feel rested. Definitely seems darker out. So I think what I need to do is just, as much as I want to keep laying here and as much as I'm on vacation, I need to use what's left of the daylight to gather some firewood and cook my spaghetti and garlic bannock. I'm looking forward to that. Continuing the trend of testing new things, I'm testing the new mini Trangia stove. We have the largest model that we used last time, but I'm testing out this new solo size one. Hopefully it's big enough. It occurred to me as I was driving out here that pot may actually be too small for the amount of pasta I brought. I mean, I can always do it in 2 batches or just cut down how much I eat, because I'm getting a lot of starch with the bannock as well, so I don't know that I'll need that much pasta that I brought. We'll see. One of the cool things that they have at some of the sites here in the park is right up there. They have a cable hung between 2 trees for your bear bag. So let's see if I can get this. Almost guarantee not first shot. Is that if there are bears or raccoons, or if this is my grandma who is terrified of bears, just raccoons, if there are just raccoons around, they can't get to it. That's the theory. So I've already mixed up my bannock here. I just mixed it up with some garlic powder so I can have some garlic bread with my spaghetti. I mix it up in the baggie. I know I'm going to lose some to the Ziploc gods, but it's a reasonable sacrifice. Now all I have to do for this Trangia stove is put some of my methylated spirits, denatured alcohol, methanol, whatever you want to call it, in here. Now I know I'm going to need a lot because I'm also boiling the pasta and then also making coffee. So I'm going to basically fill the thing. And let's see if I can successfully put a splash of water right in it. There. That'll help dilute it a bit. Supposedly it makes it a little less sooty. There. That's lit. You probably can't see it on film, but it is burning because methylated spirits burn extremely colorless. I can just barely see the flame dancing right now. Just going to wait for it to heat up a little bit, and then I'm going to fry up my bannock in this. My plan is I'm just going to cut the corner out of this bag and pipe it like a baker's piping bag out. Like I said, I put some garlic powder in it, and if you watched my video on my preparing, I also brought garlic butter. So hopefully this isn't too garlicky. And oil. Alright, that's going nicely. Just going to toss on there the simmering. There. I'm going to preheat my oil. There we go. Coat every corner of the pan, and I'm going to preheat that. Wipe off some of this excess oil. I ended up opening the simmer ring up a bit more. It just wasn't getting hot enough. Now I think this is almost too hot, but we'll see what happens. I've cut the corner off, and let's see how this works. Oh, doesn't that look appetizing? Oh yeah. Doesn't it make you want to eat that? Now, I bring work gloves for this kind of reason. Should have put some oil on that first. So there we go. The pot scraper actually works better when oiled than the spatula does. So I'm going to throw that back on there. Good thing I brought that pot scraper. I'm also kind of concerned about uneven heat from it being this close to the burner. We'll see how this goes. I just don't want it to burn and be raw in the middle. Burn on the outside, raw in the middle. That's... oh yeah, that's starting to cook. Again, when it's in the big pot, or in the big Trangia set, the frying pan's about up here. So you get, and it's got a windscreen, so I don't know if you can see the flame, but it's blowing towards the camera. Honestly, I hope it's not getting too hot over there. Yeah, it's a little warm, but not bad. The big one has a giant windscreen, so the flame goes straight up and the heat just goes straight up and actually spreads pretty evenly across the whole thing. Okay, for those of you who have Trangias, try that with the solo kit. Put the simmering opening towards the breeze. Alright, so let's see how this thing is doing. I think we'll probably flip it at this point regardless. Let's get under there. That's pretty brown. If I have to, I'll flip it back over. It still needs a bit more cooking on the one side there, but I want to get both sides cooking. I really don't think you guys need to watch me boil water, so I'm gonna stop at this point. There's enough boil water videos with the Trangia stove out on YouTube already. If you really want to see it, search for one of them. Bannock is done. I'm just sort of thinking maybe this will keep it warm sitting in the pan until I'm ready to eat it with my meal. Just getting everything ready, then I just got to heat up my sauce and then I'm good to go. While I've been cooking everything, I've been getting my firewood gathered, so you know, it's not really, it does take longer to cook with the Trangia, there's no denying that. It's just the way it is, but it's not time wasted if you do other things. So far I'm happy with this. Yeah, I really like it. I would recommend it. Okay, so for those of you who are saying garlic bannock, what a great idea, I completely agree with you, but not that much garlic. All I did was put what the container for the garlic powder said was 2 cloves worth of garlic powder in there, and it's combined with the garlic butter, very strong. In all honesty, probably could have done with just the garlic butter, but I'm still going to eat it because I'm hungry. It is just after 10 o'clock and I'm tired. Had a full day today before I went out paddling, and then came out here. Packed way too much of a dinner. Expected to be tired, you know. I was thinking of food-wise for a full paddle day, but I didn't have a full paddle day, so I had way too much food. I ended up having to get rid of half of my pasta. That's okay, I mean, whatever, just those extra weight I didn't need to be carrying. It all adds up. I think I've got this hammock as comfortable as I can get it. It would be a little better if I had a little bit more distance between the two trees, I could get a little flatter sleeping position. But not gonna do anything with it now. My knee's feeling a bit better. I'm leaving the decision on what I do tomorrow for now. I'm gonna decide in the morning. Either way, I've got to walk out. It's just a case of, do I walk one portage that's 950-ish, or do I walk two that are around that distance? So we'll see how my knee is tomorrow, and that will be the decider. Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna lay here for a bit, listen to nature, and drift off to sleep. See you in the morning.